Today, we will recite on a simple yet profound verse from the book of Romans, chapter 8, verse 28, and we know that in all things God works for the good of those who love Him, who have been called according to His purpose. We all face seasons of uncertainty, confusion, and doubt in our lives. There are times when we find ourselves questioning the situations and the storms we face. We ask why the hardship, why the pain, why the sorrow. We ponder why God would allow such things to occur. These questions are part of the human experience, part of our struggle in this temporal world. But, dear brothers and sisters, in these very moments of struggle and question, God whispers a precious promise into our hearts. Romans chapter 8 verse 28 is a heavenly assurance that is meant to steady our wavering spirits. This verse reminds us that God, in His perfect sovereignty and wisdom, is working in all things for our good. What does it mean that God works in all things? It means the joys and the sorrows, the victories and the failures, the comforts and the afflictions, the clarity and the confusion, all things. Nothing escapes the reach of His providence. Not one tear falls unnoticed by Him. Not one sigh escapes His hearing. God's work in our lives is not limited to certain areas or circumstances. His hand is in it all. Now, the verse doesn't say that all things are good. We know that's not true. Illness is not good, loss is not good, sin is not good. But the verse assures us that God is at work in all things, both the good and the bad, for our good. How can this be? It's because our God is a redemptive God, a transformative God. He is a God who can take our broken pieces and make something beautiful. He is a God who can take our mess and bring forth a message. So today, let's embrace this assurance from God. Let's trust His promise that He is working in all things for our good. Let's lean on His wisdom, His timing, and His plan, knowing that He who began a good work in us will bring it to completion. Remember, His timing may not always align with ours. His ways may not always make sense to us. But God is not bound by our expectations or understanding. He is infinitely wise and infinitely loving. So, let us live today, and every day, in the confidence of God's promise. Let's continue to love Him, to follow Him, to serve Him, knowing that He is working in all things for our good. And let's look forward to the day when we will see the full picture, when we will see how every piece of our life's puzzle fits together to reveal God's beautiful plan. May we trust in His timing, rest in His promise, and rejoice in His love, today and always. God bless you.